One day, a woman named Lucy was waiting to catch the subway home from work. While waiting, she looked to her left and noticed a black bag just sitting there. She walked over to the bag, and inside she found the identification card of an old woman. She looked at the address and quickly realized that the woman stayed on the next block. I could drop this off on my way home, she thought to herself, as she picked up the bag and got on the train. When she arrived at her stop, she got off and started walking her usual route home. But first she was to return the bag to the old woman. She knocked on the door, and just as she suspected, a little old lady answered. "My bag," she said, before Lucy could even speak. "I must have left it at the train station," said the old woman. "Yes, I found it on my way home, just sitting by the train," Lucy said. "Oh my, thank you so much. Would you like to come in for a glass of lemonade?" said the old woman. "Sure," Lucy replied, as they walked into the house. The old woman quickly went to get the lemonade and excused herself to go check on her dinner. "I'm just missing one ingredient," the old lady said. "And what's that?" Lucy replied. "Oh, I'm sorry, dear. It's a secret ingredient," said the old woman as she walked back into the kitchen. Before Lucy could even get a sip of her lemonade, she dropped it when she was startled by the cat that the old lady had failed to mention. Looking for something to clean up her mess with, she went to the nearest cupboard. She was quickly overcome with shock when she realized that in the cupboard were about 50 exact replicas of the bag that she had just returned to the woman. Lucy was very confused, but before she could even react, the old woman was already behind her with a kitchen knife. She started to stab Lucy in the back. After Lucy was dead, the old woman chopped her head off and put it inside of her crock pot. "I finally have my secret ingredient," said the old lady, as she laughed wickedly.